What's up, YouTube? This is Eddie from Team Overload, and today we're going to be talking about spool guns versus poppets. And first off, you probably noticed that I have an ion with me right now. This is not going to be like an ion review versus an axe and a fusion, but this is the only spool valve gun that I have at the moment. So here we go. First off, spools. I've had good and bad experiences with them, more bad than good. But most of the people get spool valve guns because they are extremely quiet and they're really smooth shooting. Like, Dye makes insane good spool valves, and like as opposed to a poppet, I mean, they're just insanely smooth at shooting. But the bad thing about spools is that they're really not air efficient at all, and I don't like that about spools. And another thing is that they usually have a really big body as opposed to poppet, but the axe is an exception to that because most poppets are stacked poppets. It's where they have the ram, which is connected to the bolt, and the bolt is the one shooting it. The axe is not like that. It's just one bolt system, but it still does have a poppet on it. And poppets are really air efficient because a lot of them are air forward and spring back, which means that there's a spring on the ram and the air is only used to push the bolt forward, the bolt in the ram forward, and then the spring pushes it back. But the spool is just all air forward and air back. And there are these animations online, I forget what they're called, but it shows the airflow from the gun and the way it shoots out, and they have spool valves and poppets. And you can look those up. They're really helpful. But the thing about spools is that they do require more maintenance than poppets do. This is my FX, and I've lubed the ram probably twice, and then the bolt I've probably lubed once, and I've had no leaks. I mean, they're really efficient guns, but they're really loud, and they have a lot of vibrations when you shoot. And dry firing a poppet, I've only done a few times, and it is loud as can be. It is insanely loud. But a spool, it just sounds like, I don't even know, it sounds just like air leaking out. But I personally would definitely prefer the poppet over the spool just because they are really efficient and all that. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit less efficient and a lot smoother shooting and a lot less quiet, then I'd definitely go with the spool valve. But the axe is definitely a great middle. Like, I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people have the axe is because they don't want to pop it, but they also don't want to spool because of the pros and cons. But the axe definitely has the pros of both, but it has almost none of the bad things. Like, it's very efficient, very smooth, requires almost no maintenance, and it's a really quiet when you dry fire it. So, just closing, Poppets, really loud, have some vibrations, but they're extremely easy to maintain. Lube it a couple times and just leave it, it'll last you forever. And spools require a little bit more maintenance, but they are really, really quiet and extremely smooth, but it is at the cost of some air efficiency. So this has been the Poppet versus Spool. Thank you for watching.